Jada Pinkett Smith. Red Table cancelled. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. USA Today reports that Red Table Talk has been cancelled following Meta's decision to shutter all its Facebook Watch originals. Accordingly, Jada Pinkett Smith's show hasn't been singled out for cancellation, but has fallen prey to the fact that all Facebook Watch originals have been shelved. You'll recall in parts passing that I have analysed Jada Pinkett Smith when she has conducted talks, particularly in relation to the one where she humiliated her husband. Many narcissists prefer having some form of platform, whether it's a YouTube channel, a column in a newspaper, appearing as a broadcaster on a show. Indeed, in some instances, having an entire media empire behind them. It enables the narcissist to have an appropriate platform. From there is the ability to assert control over thousands, if not millions, even hundreds of millions of people. The responses to what is broadcast, what is put out there on that relevant platform, serves as fuel for the narcissist. And it also leads into the ability to get character traits and, of course, residual benefits. It helps with the management of a facade. It can assist in the creation of new networks. And, of course, it allows income to be generated. For Jada Pinkett Smith, the Red Table was a means for her to articulate her views and achieve the prime aims, albeit, of course, she doesn't realise that that is why she is doing it. It was a platform that was used, as I've mentioned, to humiliate her husband. Do watch the video about that to learn more about the interaction between the two as I break down what's actually going on. Many narcissists like to have these platforms because it allows, either consciously or subconsciously, the pursuit of the prime aims. Many non-narcissists also have platforms, but in general terms are less interested in putting their lives out there for public consumption. They don't feel a need. There's no driver for them to want to share that information. Indeed, for some individuals, they react with horror to the idea of their private life being put out there in videos or on a blog or in news articles for the purposes of enabling others to access this information about them. They want their private life to stay entirely private. However, there are others that feel that they have a voice. And one of the things that has happened with social media, which ultimately is one of its downsides, is that it has continued to cause people to feel that what they have to say has to be heard or seen by everybody else. I've explained before that it was originally social networking to enable you to get in contact with people that you already knew in real life. And then all of a sudden it morphed into the concept of social media, which has been hijacked by narcissists, but also has meant that there is a shift within it, so that many people who aren't narcissists behave in a more narcissistic way because they believe that the world needs to know about them and that social media provides them with an opportunity to do so. Millions upon millions of voices, all stating, look what I had for lunch. I'm really angry about something. And, of course, just because there is a platform doesn't mean that these people actually have anything meaningful or interesting or talented to share with the rest of the world. But it causes people to think that they have. And, of course, it then leads to many narcissists utilising these platforms in order to talk about what matters to them. Now, of course, there are many narcissists which create interesting shows and that their content is amusing, entertaining, fascinating, informing. But for many, it's just simply a device where they go on and on and on about whatever it is that's occupying their mind, without really adding to the sum of the human condition. It might be said that Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk fell into that category of basically being a platform for her to pursue the prime aims without really adding anything. that many of the things that were spoken about were somewhat meaningless, and it was really just its own wank fest. The fact that it has been cancelled, of course, is problematic for her because, in effect, it causes wounding. Her platform has been removed. It's not been removed because it's been deemed to be rubbish or offensive or anything like that. It has just fallen foul of the fact that all Facebook Watch originals has been removed. But ultimately, that doesn't matter to the narcissist. The fact that it is being removed is problematic and wounds. Of course, the type of narcissist that Jada Pinkett Smith is that she's undoubtedly going to try and find somewhere else for her to be able to have this platform. And indeed, USA Today comments that a source familiar with the situation but not authorised to speak publicly confirmed the shutdown to USA Today. USA Today has also reached out to representatives of host Jada Pinkett Smith and Willow Smith for comment. They explained, "We are so grateful to have had such a beautiful partnership in terms of the programme, and we are sorry to see the entire team disband," said a statement shared on the show's Facebook page. "We wish everyone well in their new journeys to come." The statement added that the show is in talks of finding a new home. EW and Deadline reported that series production company Westbrook is currently looking for a new network or streaming service for the talk show. Red Table Talk was the last remaining Facebook Watch original, according to Deadline. Over the course of 5 years and 5 seasons, Red Table Talk featured candid discussions among 3 generations of the Smith family: Adrienne Banfield Norris, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Willow Smith. Topics included sexuality, racism, addiction, narcissism, and more. Of course, these discussions simply allowed Jada Pinkett Smith to assert control over her audience and the guests that were on the show, draw fuel from them, and attend to residual benefits. Other celebrities joined the show, including Tiffany Haddish, Kiara, Rumer Willis, Queen Latifah, and Lauren London. The show also spawned the spin-off Red Table Talk, The Estefans, with Gloria Estefan, Lily Estefan, and Emily Marie Estefan in 2020. Following Will Smith's controversial physical altercation with Chris Rock at the 2020 Oscars, Pinkett Smith addressed the incident on Red Table Talk, with compassion for both her husband and Rock. Now, about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these 2 intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out and reconcile, she said in the June 2022 episode, False Compassion, Facade Management. The state of the world today, we need them both, and we all actually need one another more than ever. The actress added, "Till then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's to keep figuring out this thing called life together." I have analysed her comments previously. Do watch that. But the loss of this platform is problematic in the interim, in the moment, and therefore she nullifies the threat to control posed by its cancellation through the loss of the Facebook Watch originals by saying, "We're looking for a new home," namely, it's not going to go away. But it's a momentary setback that will cause her a sensation of irritation and annoyance, but her narcissism will deal with it, and has done so by talking about the fact that they're going to find an alternative outlet for it. And therefore, you can expect more use of Red Table Talk in some other form, on some other platform, by Jada Pinkett Smith, because her narcissism won't let her let it go. I'd also encourage you to look at Parts Passim to see how the issue of narcissism was addressed, albeit that she doesn't realise, of course, what she is. And, of course, there's also a particular psychologist who claims to understand narcissism, but actually appeared and has failed to realise that she was talking to a narcissist and completely failed to address that point, which really does call into question that individual's capabilities. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.